morning, everyone. So it's about 10 to 8 right now, and I got to sleep in this morning. Yay! So I am actually getting ready to do my workout this morning. About a year and a half ago, I committed myself to getting fit and changing my lifestyle and really just being conscious of everything that I was eating and doing with my life because I hadn't been, and I got into this slump that was just, really a negative place for myself. So, over about the last half year, I've kind of slipped with doing things a lot more regularly, which I think that happens. It's just a part of life. Life happens, and you lose track of what you started. So I've decided that with Jeff and I, our wedding is coming pretty quick now. I really need to get back in the groove of things and start my workout program again. So I'm going to jump right back into my program that I was completing. It was about May when I was really dedicated to it. So I'm going to jump back into PIO. If you guys don't know what PIO is, it's a really great program. It's low impact, no additional weights are needed, and it really just helps you strengthen and, lengthen your muscles, which is really what I need. So I'm going to start this program and take you. I finished my workout and I got my breakfast already. This is pretty standard everyday
creature of habit breakfast that I have. Today I did 3 eggs just because I wanted to make sure I got enough protein, but I either do them over easy or scrambled. So I did some eggs, toast. I don't even have any butter on the toast, so just plain toast, and I usually dip that in my eggs. And then I always have a cup of tea. And today I'm going to have a cup of s'mores tea. And my sister got me this awesome Teavana like steeping pot. So it's been steeping in there for about, 3 to 5 minutes. And all you do is pick it up, and the steeper fits perfectly on top of your teacup. So all you do is do this, and then it runs through the bottom of the cup, and you have the perfect cup of tea. It's probably the greatest thing ever, and I wish I found it sooner, but I'm so thankful that she got me it for my birthday. So just take that off. That's it. And I'm gonna go eat some breakfast.
Hey guys, so it's afternoon and I just went on my grocery haul. Normally this is something that Jeff and I like to do together. It's kind of like the only time we get to spend together, but today I had to do it on my own. So I figured I'd kind of share with you what we do. This is a very typical weekly grocery haul that we do. There's a few things here and there that are different, but I feel like a lot of people struggle with groceries and always wonder what other people are buying and, possibly other recipes that they like to do. So I thought I'd share with you what we eat typically in a week. So let's get started and I'll show you what we got at the grocery store today.
Okay, so here's the overhaul of our weekly grocery trip. There's obviously a few things that I wouldn't normally get, but I'll get started and show you guys what we have. Produce, we shop a lot in the produce section. A lot of the times we do mainly produce, meats, some dairy, and then some frozen veggies. So this week, actually the past couple weeks, I've been getting these big bags of green beans just because I've been snacking on them as like just an afternoon snack. On top of last week I used as like a side dish with pot roast that I made. So these are great. The family packs, it's definitely worth it in my house because I'll sit there and eat a bunch of them, and it's, a healthy little snack for yourself. I got some bell peppers. I'm actually going to do a recipe with bell peppers and make stuffed peppers out of these. So I'm going to do bell peppers. That'll probably be our football Sunday dinner. I always get pomegranates when they're in season. They are probably my favorite fruit, but they're such a pain in the butt to actually de-seed. So I can only handle getting 2, and that's about it. I grabbed a couple onions. I just like to have these on hand. I've acquired the taste of onion as I've gotten older, so it's nice to just throw them in recipes here and there. I always grab a little bag of these potatoes. Sometimes I'll make roasted potatoes out of them or smash them up, but they're just the perfect size bag, because sometimes you'll get the big ones and then the potatoes will just go bad. I got those. I got a bag of these ginger gold apples, and then I actually found these last week, and they're like salad blends, so I decided to try these again this week. They're actually really good. They have kale and broccoli slaw and cabbage and Brussels sprouts in them, and they're just a really nice either side salad or eat them for lunch or something like that. Our typical meat haul is what gets everybody every time I tell them how much meat we go through in a week. Jeff particularly eats a lot of protein. So normally in a week, these are pork tenderloin, and I actually get the club pack. So there are a total of 4 pork tenderloin in here. And then I also get 2 of these club packs of chicken a week. And this is very typical of the amount of meat that we go through in our house. Most of the time, it will be gone by the following grocery shopping trip. I don't eat a whole ton of meat during the week, but Jeff is the one that consumes it most of the time. So we always stock up on this. If we don't eat it all, it goes into the freezer and we'll have it for the following week. This week I picked up some lean ground beef. That's going to be for the stuffed peppers. Most of the time I'll get it anyways for myself because one of my favorite things to do is just put some taco seasoning in with it and have taco salads or make lettuce wraps with tacos. So we're going to use that for the stuffed peppers. And then here's another thing that always gets everybody. The amount of eggs that we go through. And granted, we do not go through the whole 6 dozen eggs in a week, but I use them for baking. I eat about 2 eggs a day, and then I can't even tell you how many Jeff consumes. But we always have them in the house because if I don't have any other protein, that's what I'll eat as well. Got some shredded cheddar cheese that's going to be for the stuffed peppers. And I always like to have it on hand because occasionally if I make scrambled eggs, I'll mix it in with the scrambled eggs. I got a small thing of milk. I typically am the only one right now that's drinking milk. And even if I do drink it, it's with a protein shake, or I've been making chia seed pudding with milk. So we really don't go through a lot of that. So I got a little guy this week. I got some sour cream that's going to be for a recipe I'm doing in the crock pot with chicken. So it's actually going to be sour cream and French onion soup mix to make a French onion soup chicken. Then I always get a loaf of whole wheat bread. I eat that with my breakfast every morning. I have a piece of toast. And then I'll go over here. I'm stocking up on some maple syrup. I still have some, and we always use the pure maple syrup, but it's actually called for in one of my recipes. It's actually 21 Day Fix approved too. It's a maple Dijon chicken recipe. So I ended up getting some Dijon, and then it also calls for some apple cider vinegar. So that's going to be one recipe this week. And then I got, for the stuffed peppers, I got some taco sauce just to put on top of the stuffed peppers, taco seasoning, and then I got some black beans and corn to mix in. And I'm going to also use, Wegmans carries these steamable, kind of like Uncle Ben's pouches, but they come in like quinoa and lentils and long grain rice. So I got a couple of these. They are on sale, and I'm actually going to use those with my stuffed peppers. And then let's go to the frozen stuff. Got some strawberries. I use these in my shakes. I'll actually mix these with my protein powder and water, and it makes a really good, bumped up protein shake. So I got some of those, and then I got about 6 bags of fresh or of frozen veggies. Jeff eats those in his lunch and dinner at work because he works second shift. So he packs 2 meals a day and uses these frozen veggies just because they're quick and easy to put in with whatever protein he's having. And lastly, I had to stock up for Jeff. He needed, very occasionally he gets these little cans of Diet Pepsi, and he requested his favorite Scotch Ale. So that's our typical shopping trip. I did not get any cleaning supplies or anything like that. Obviously, protein sometimes varies. Sometimes we don't always get that quantity. And a lot of these little things right here, we don't always get. But this is pretty typical for us. I know always people ask, how much we usually spend on groceries. And it's, for what it is, we're buying mainly fresh stuff. We don't get anything packaged. And if I wanted snacks, I would always make them myself, whether it's a granola bar or something like that. So this is pretty typical. I just thought that it would be nice to share this with everybody because they always ask about it. So I hope you all, enjoyed my little snippets of the little things I do on my day off. This is just something I figured I'd share with people. It's kind of branching out of my comfort zone, but you know what? Might as well. So I hope you guys had a good day, and we'll see you soon.